Again, everyone, welcome back today for number 51. Closer and closer to the end of my list, so please just keep watching and sharing. Share all of them with everyone. I want the whole world to see how beautiful these amazing people are in my life. How much I love each and every one of you for it. So please keep sharing. Okay, so this one doesn't have a tag either because this woman, quote unquote, does not do that Facebook thing, which I love her for it. But she still matters, and I still want you all to hear why. Alright, so this lady was my boss at the hotel I was working housekeeping at. And she was the general manager for the building. And when I first met her, she didn't know jack shit about me. I was just a grunt worker, and so long as I did my job, there was no issue and no need to remember my name. Which was fine by me too. I was just grunt work, that's all I was doing. And this was during the time that I was working both here and at the diner doing dishwashing on graveyards. So I was doing 2 part-time jobs to make full-time all the time. There came a day that I heard through the scuttle of the other housekeepers that one of the front desk workers had walked out on them this morning. Like that morning. At this point now, I had plenty of years of customer service experience, but I now also had a felony theft charge at that. But I saw a chance and decided to try and take it. So when I finished cleaning my list of rooms for that day, and I clocked off, before leaving, I made a stop in at the front office. This woman was there, I was hoping for, busy, like she always is. I don't think I've ever seen her without the phone connected to the side of her head. But she motioned for me to go ahead and sit down, and I did so, patiently waiting for her to finish on the phone so that we could have a moment to talk. And when she did, I explained to her my qualifications and told her of my having heard that someone quit their front desk this morning. And then I explained to her my legal situation and basically begged her to give me the chance to do this job and take on full-time hours at just one job, and to be able to have the chance to finish cleaning my life up again. Upon leaving her office that day, she told me she would certainly think about it and see if she could clear it with the owners as well. And after so long of dealing with the defeat of nobody giving me that chance, I had already accepted that I probably wasn't going to get the job before I even made it out to my car to leave. The next day, though, on my way to clock in, she asked me to come in her office again. And she told me how she was able to get the owners to be okay with it, based on her good word. And that she was indeed going to give me this opportunity, based on their need for the position to be filled, my work history and qualifications, and her own act of goodwill. I remember rambling about how I wouldn't let her down and she wouldn't regret it and blah blah and all that other shit. I was so excited. I left her office that day and I was so happy. I kept randomly bursting into happy tears all day while I was cleaning those rooms. The chance to work just one job at full-time hours with just a little bit more respect and an area where I could rebuild my name. I was grateful doesn't even begin, doesn't even scratch. God, the meaning behind what this woman was granting me the chance for. A few weeks later, I began training for the desk job. And it turns out, with my customer service background, I was indeed very good at picking up on how to do this job efficiently. And I got really good at it very quickly. I loved that job and continued to work it for nearly 3 years altogether after that. The only reason I left was because the pay couldn't compete. I loved it, I enjoyed it. It just wasn't worth the pay. But for a long time, while I was on probation, that's the only chance I was given, and the pay didn't matter. I was rebuilding my name. But the coolest part was that amid me getting and rocking the hell out of that job and proving that I really did deserve this chance, me and this woman became very, very close. She is one of the most complex and understanding people I have ever met, with just enough fire and grr to get people to do what the fuck they were told. Her and I had endless conversations every time I worked. And I always looked forward to seeing her every day, because she was just a good person, and that is priceless. So, to my dearest Marlene, episode 51 is for you, because you probably never knew it, but that day and in the years following, you saved my life by giving me that chance to rebuild myself and my worth in the community. I pray I achieved my promise and that you were not disappointed in giving me that chance, because I needed it. You are an amazing, intelligent woman, and everything about who you are is valuable and important in this world. And I am so far beyond honored that I got to meet you, because you saved a life, my life, and that will always matter. You will always matter. Episode 51, Marlene.